Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Are you in the Christmas spirit? I am. And this is the envelope journal that I started with obviously a Christmas theme. And I'm running out of time, so let's get right to it. And what I want to do is make a big envelope. And I don't know if I'm going to put the envelope, attach it to one of the full sides, or if it will go into the pocket. But it's just another piece of ephemera I thought would be pretty. And so let's get started. All right, to help us make our envelope, I'm going to be using this We Are Memory Keepers, the Works All-in-One tool. And I really got this to make envelopes. So, I mean, it does like a whole bunch of other things, but mainly I use it for envelopes. And the paper I'm going to use is this beautiful piece, and it does come from the Old World Winter paper pack, and that's what I used to make my envelope journal. That's mostly what I'm using for this project. I think I went 3 inches. I might could go a little bit bigger than that, but I know card size 3 inches, and it gives the measurements right here, so maybe I'd better stick with that. We'll see how that one turns out, and if it's not quite the right size, then I may play around. Okay, paper is cut. Now we need this little piece. We'll put it back or line up the envelope arrow. All right, let's see. So 5x5 for a 3x3 card, and alignment guide is 2.5. Move this. So we take this and we line it up to 2.5 right there. Okay. Oops, hold on. A little score. Let's see. 2.5, and then you go right in this line, and there you go. Score it right there. And you just keep going around and doing the same thing. 2.5. Oops, come on. 2.5. There. And you see that? Let's see. You can see it better this way. You see that X? That's what you want. You've not done it right if it doesn't overlap a little bit. So just keep that in mind and just trust me on that. It needs to overlap at least a little bit. Okay. So we come here, we go to 2.5, and we score again. And one more turn. 2.5. Oops. Keep moving my fingers. And be still. And we score again. All right, let's see if we've got it. Okay. I just want to take a look. Fold, and fold, and fold, and fold. Okay. All right. Not bad. Now, we're not actually done yet with this, because from here we come over to this little device, and it says envelope punch. So what that's supposed to do is you stick this little piece in here, and it has a little lip sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. It has a little guide, and you line that up with one of your score lines, and see if I can do it so you can watch. Yep, punch. There you go. See, I don't know. I don't think that punched enough, but we'll see. If not, we'll fix it. So go around and punch. One more. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I see I feel some resistance right here. Well, that one folds well. Yeah, see that? I can tell that's off. And there's a little bit of resistance right there. All right. That's okay. Here's what we'll do. If that happens, just use your scissors and just cut into where the score line is. Just a little bit. Like so. Okay. Get off. Still a little bit of resistance. I didn't cut quite enough off. Boom. There we go. That's that one. All right. And so you can see how far away. Can you see? Can you see how far away it is from those score lines? Yeah, we have to cut all of that. But I still stick by what I said. If there's not overlap, then it's not going to come out right. There does need to be some overlap. Just turns out we had a little bit too much overlap. I don't know, maybe it's the way I cut the paper. I'm not really sure. Like I said, no biggie, you just fix it. Let's see. How's that? All right. Is that pretty good? I think that's pretty good. Cool. Now, we can do the very last part on this little contraption as well, and that is to round off the corners. So let's do that real fast. And that's on this side of the punch. Same punch, just the other side. There. Now we are done. Okay. So here we are. Now, before I put it together, I know I want to ink the edges. So much easier to do that before you glue it together. So let's do that now. And just like last time with the pocket, I think I'll go and use the darker ground espresso instead of the normal vintage photo, which is what most people use and what I used to begin with. I really like the contrast that it provides. It's a little bit darker. Flip it over, see what it looks like, because this is what really will be seen. Let's see. Maybe go around one more time on this side. And this paper is a little bit lighter than the other paper, so the vintage photo really may have been plenty. This might be a little too dark, but we'll see. I do still like it. Okay. So that's enough of that. Now, let's see, do we have a preference? I think I like it this way, so I think I want this to be my top, like that. So, and the bottom flap is always the last one, at least that's the way I do it. Oh, let me get my little bone folder. I wanted to make my sides a little bit crisper than they were. Okay. Okay, so here's my top, and I usually do a fold like this. That's just me. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. You fold it however you want it, but this is how I like it. I think it would be nice to have a way to close it, and I thought it would be nice to be able to tuck the top in. Will I be able to? Let's see. Oh gosh, I don't think I can do it. I don't think that's going to work. Darn it. I think if my envelope had been a little bigger, and so the top folded down and came down farther, I think it would be better. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just glue them down. And if I want to close it and affix it, I'll have to think of something else. So I will go ahead and grab my art glitter glue. There we go. And here's our little envelope. Isn't that cute? Let's see if we can think of something that we can use to give it a little oomph. What should we do? Let's think. I think our envelope needs a stamp, don't you? All right. I have got so many pieces of paper that are this size and smaller on my desk. So I found this one, and that's very cute. It came from a paper pack that I have. But this is the side I'm more interested in because I thought that kind of went, it could be like the base of the stamp. And I don't know, I just like this. And I thought I would cut it about right there. So that's what we're going to do. And if it doesn't look good, then I will have to do something else. Because that's just what you do. So I'm going to cut that right there. Oh, isn't that pretty? That would be a pretty stamp. Okay. It's kind of big. What do you think? That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to use the pinking shears so that the edge looks like a stamp. We'll get one corner done. And kind of funny edge right there. I don't know what to do about it. I guess I'll just leave it. So I won't do anything about it. That's perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's cut down here. I'm going a little bit bigger. I would rather cut it a little bit big than too small. I can always trim it down if I need to. All right, I can't leave that. That's too tiny. I'm not crazy about that, but let's see. Maybe I can. Oh well, that will have to do. I think I'll ink it because that's what we do. Let's see. I might even start with Vintage Photo. And I know it's got the darker ink on there, but that'll be okay. Let me do this one first. Oh, look. I like our little stamp. Let's see. I like it. I like it. All right. I think I'm going to put it on. I've got this coffee dyed paper, and this is actually a sticker. So I thought that might be something cool. I could kind of put some lines on it and just stick it on. Now I don't know that it needs to be quite this wide, so I think I'm going to go trim it down and I will be right back. Okay, there we go. So this is an 03. I think I'm going to use that. I have more, as you saw, so if I mess up I can do it again. That's always handy. Where's my line? There it is. So I'll just put a few lines. Maybe one. Okay, let's see if this is the right size. It's not bad. I cut it 1 inch by 2 inches. Not bad. I think that's going to work. It may not need to be that long. I think I'll just use these. Okay. And let's go ahead and ink it up. Alright, and I'm just going to write 2 on here. My husband had, I guess, practiced with our Cricut, and he cut out all these little bitty pieces from just like regular cardstock, and I thought that might be something I can use just to kind of fill in. They have all these stars. Now, yeah, I know there's like music notes and there's big green snowflakes. So yeah, I don't know what stars has to do with anything, but I don't know. I think just the color of them even really goes, and I don't know, to me it just kind of adds something. So I thought we would use these. I brought over these markers, and I was thinking blending markers from American Craft. And I was thinking that I would use these to kind of go around the outline, so I think I will go ahead and glue these down. here's the front of our card. I think it's cute. I think the stamp could have been a little bit smaller, but at the same time, I really like that I can see it well because I just think it's really pretty. So on the back, I don't know that I'm going to do a whole lot, but I did have an idea. I have this paper that is also part of that pack, and I just cut out one that said Merry Christmas, and I thought that I would just glue it down like this on the back, and then you can pull the top up, and then you can stick it back under. My original idea didn't work, so I had to come up with something else. Because this is fairly stark white, I'm going to go over it with the Antique Linen Distress ink, just to give it a little bit of color and, you know, keep that white from being so glaring. Okay, now I'm going to glue on a little Merry Christmas. That helps a little bit. All right, let's see. There we go. Ta-da! Well, that, my friends, is our piece of ephemera, our Christmas ephemera project for today. This cute little envelope, and we're going to have to come up with something to put inside it, but not in this video. You know what? I thought I was done, but I'm not. I looked up and these were laying on my desk too, and I believe these little stars came from last month's kit that I get from my creative scrapbook, which, by the way, I know it's like almost Christmas, but I haven't gotten my kit yet. And it turns out I had fraud on my credit card, and I had tried to change my, you know, update my credit card number, and something didn't work right. So we were able to figure out what the problem was, but that's why I have not already posted a video showing the new kit, because I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but that's how things go sometimes. But anyway, I know these are kind of shiny, but I don't know, something about it I just really like. It just kind of adds a little something that I guess I didn't even realize it was needing, but once I kind of put it there to play around, and I really liked it. And then I will put this one probably just over here somewhere. Okay. You know what? I think I like that better. So, good thing, huh? Oh, I'm excited. I like this one too. This was the one from last time. And now we have this little envelope. Pocket and an envelope. Yay! But I hope you liked it as much as I do, and make yourself an envelope and just have a great time decorating. Take a look around your desk, see what you can find. You know, I just made this little stamp just from little bitty scraps that were laying about my desk. So use what you have. That's my motto. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Take a look around my channel and see if there are other videos that might interest you. And if you like this one, please give me a thumbs up. That's a big deal for us little YouTubers, especially ones with little channels we're trying to grow. YouTube recognizes when you like something and when you leave comments and when you share. Feel free to share this if you have a crafty friend that you think might enjoy it. I just appreciate all of you that have already subscribed to my channel and that give me positive feedback. I really appreciate it. It means so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it for today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.